When we hear that bell rung each year on September 11th, we pause. We pause to remember the events that occurred on that day in 2001. We remember the lives that were lost. We honor the heroes who rose up. We keep our promise to never forget. Bells have always been part of America's story. When the tower bells rang, colonists gathered. When dinner bells rang, families gathered. And when school bells ring, students gather. Those same students cannot wait for the next bell to ring so they can scatter. Bells of all sizes have had a voice in America's story. My personal story with bells began over 30 years ago. Due to a recurring ankle injury, I decided to leave my dance career. It was a difficult decision, and one that left a void lasting for a very long time. But one Sunday, while sitting in church looking through the bulletin, I noticed an announcement. Bell Choir is looking for new members. I thought, why not? I can read music. I certainly have rhythm. What have I got to lose? I went to rehearsal. I was handed 2 bells. And that changed everything. My curiosity became insatiable. I learned their pitch is determined by their size. The real magic, however, is that clapper inside the casting. That clapper is made to ring in just one direction, and that allows me to ring more than 1 bell in each hand. Now, my tenacity would not allow me to stop with just 2. No. I had to learn 3. Once again, I was able to communicate through movement, but now with the added power of sound. Bells had become part of my life in the same way they are woven into America's story. Can you imagine what it was like to be there when the Liberty Bell rang out to announce the Declaration of Independence? Its voice announced, "The colonies are free." We soon realized, however, that freedom was incomplete. As the Civil War was being fought, bells imitated the sound of drums on the battlefield. From that tragedy came positive transformation. The Emancipation Proclamation was adopted, and new voices were being added to the soundscape. Bells could ring out once again. And they rang through the end of the 19th century and into the 20th century, where industry, immigration, and innovation were all adding their unique voices to America's soundscape. Bells took on a slightly more whimsical sound. and prosperity were everywhere, and national pride was on display. That peace was interrupted by 2 world wars, and bells became the symbol of departure and loss. That sound was transformed when the end of World War II was announced, and bells joined in the celebration. Peace was returned to the country, but only temporarily. It seemed like the blink of an eye, and we were thrust into the middle of the turbulent 60s, where differing ideas and opinions were being freely expressed. We were pushed out of our comfort zone, and with that comes conflict and disagreement. Despite those conflicts and disagreements of the 1960s and the decades that followed, on September 11th, 2001, our leaders, who rarely agree on anything, stood shoulder to shoulder on the steps of the Capitol and sang with one voice. We're a nation still ringing, sometimes in harmony, sometimes in dissonance, but always with the hope that liberty and justice will truly ring for all. There's room for your voice in America's soundscape. When you join me and we ring together, joyfully anticipating all that we can become, this is what we can sound like.